When Paws and Stripes began, I was brand new to New Mexico. And for its first year or so, I was experiencing my own housing insecurity, and my family at the time had to lean into support services in the community ourselves, personally. And with such humble beginnings as having no location and meeting people in Starbucks, at Olive Garden, at Applebee's, I truly ask myself, how did we get as far as we did? But I think that there was this deep understanding and shared experience that I and my family had with other families and other veterans that made it so that we really understood one another and what we were living through. And it was because of this shared experience and this community that blossomed that we were able to see Paws and Stripes become what it is today.
You know, often when we think about legacy, it's what we leave behind and what others can build upon. And Lindsay with Paws and Stripes has built a phenomenal organization with a strong foundation. It is going to have intergenerational impact. Her vision for Paws and Stripes was a vision that I had never heard before. It was about saving the community. It was about reaching out to veterans. It was about reaching out to animals in distress, particularly dogs, and realizing that there was a way to bring all of that together and really lift up an important part of our community that often finds itself on the margins. I'm passionate about serving New Mexico, but I'm particularly moved by those who serve our country. And when they come home to New Mexico, they should receive the support that they often need. And Lindsay found a beautiful, beautiful vehicle that she created 14 years ago to do that service. This organization, Paws and Stripes, I've seen it from its infancy to what it is today, which is a massively impactful organization that makes a difference in the lives of so many in our community.
It's been 14 years of exponential growth, I would say. If you look at when I started in 2012, we have an annual budget that's 6 times bigger now than what it was. We had 7 people on staff, and now we're pushing 20. We had no counselors. That was all contracted work. We had one program. We had our veteran service dog program, and it was 6 to 12 months. And we've learned so much over the years. And it's just been incredible, really, to see one program created at the height of 2 wars, because there was such a need for the services that people couldn't get anywhere else in the country, to something today that is really catered to serve essentially any veteran within our community who has a need for those services.
My hope is that more veterans will see that Paws and Stripes is about mental health and then about service dogs. In the end, it's about rehabilitation and coming out of that isolation that we constantly choose to live in. It is a choice. We don't have to be there. Places like Paws and Stripes and other organizations are out there for us. We just have to be willing to give them a chance.
And it's clear that this model works. I've seen lives that it's changed. It's clear that it works because others around the country are duplicating this model. This has become a recipe for successful impact in a part of the community that's often forgotten.
To the best of our ability, we want to provide what we can within the scope of our mission for every and any veteran. And I think that we have done so much good work in that area. We still have more work to do, but I'm very proud of how both buy-in from our clients as peer support and from our staff and our board and our constituents that we've been able to really invest in making sure that that shows up in how we deliver services and how we engage with one another.
Paws and Stripes is a critical part of our lives here in Albuquerque as veterans. For those of us that have become a part of the Paws family, we look at it as just that, a home, a place with our family. Just like we wouldn't want our family to end, we would want Paws and Stripes to continue in perpetuity until the day we're gone, and knowing that it leaves some type of legacy for those that are coming next. One thing's for certain, we'll always have conflict, but knowing there's a place like Paws and Stripes willing to be a home for us when we get back is absolutely just the same as knowing you have a family at home.